a blanket or two. Maybe grab a couple more blankets. You're probably going to need them. Okay. Yeah. You might want to have softness under your legs. And then you can make your teacup hands and press down into your support and lift the center and the sides of the body up. And then so rooting the outer hips and thighs down, release the inner thighs. Don't engage them. Yeah, as much as possible. And as you draw the sacrum in and up, lean a little forward, not back. Yeah, lift the armpit chest. Back of the armpit to the front of the armpit up, and your edge of the shoulder blades down. So that reverse C in the armpit chest. And then you can rest the hands on the thighs. Palms can be up or down. And then lift the upper arm bones a little, roll them back just a little, like a millimeter, like a teeny bit. Just left one more down, more down. Yeah, just a little up and back. So you can feel your shoulder blades engaging onto your back. Okay, so that's your mid-back core. So maintain that engagement as best you're able. Draw the tailbone a little towards the pubis and up the front of the spine so you have the support of Mula Bandha. And then widen across your lower front ribs and diaphragm and draw the sides of the waist back a little. So you have the support of Uddiyana Kriya. Maintain the lift of the armpit, chest, shoulder blades on the back. Tuck the chin down a little. Let your gaze look down your nose. And you can have your eyes open or closed. Try not to let your head fall. If the head falls, the chest will fall. Layla, pull your ears back just a little more. Draw your head. Yes, more even. Yeah, roll and lean back a teeny bit. Okay, there you go. So let the weight settle down into your seat. Stay rooted in your pelvic floor and release gripping in your inner thighs and so on. And observe your breath. Feel the breath swirling at the tips of your nostrils. In the hairs of your nose and the nasal passages. Going further back to the back of your nose, imagine you're smelling something delicious like the scent of a rose in the early morning dew, and open up back there so that breath comes in easy. Can you feel the swirl of breath in the sinus cavities of your face, in the forehead, cheeks, and temples? Susan, lift your head a little. And everyone lift the base of the skull, sorry, the crown of the skull, the crown chakra, lift it directly up. And the rib basket, lift the rib basket directly up, not pushing it forward, but just up. So there's a light lift of the torso. And observe the breath in the windpipe of your throat, not to close your throat too much. Lift your chin a little, Layla. Yeah. And don't let your chest collapse. So if you feel your shoulders rolling forward, lift your upper arm bones and roll the shoulders back again a little bit, Faina. Yes. Feel that lift of the chest. Feel the breath as it moves down the windpipe in the throat into the lungs, into the chest cavity. Can you feel the breath moving into the lungs right and left? So as you inhale, the diaphragm moves down, lower ribs flare like the wings of a bird, out and up. As you exhale, the diaphragm comes back to rest up under the ribs like that open umbrella shape. Inhale is an engagement. The diaphragm moves down, the lower ribs flare, and the side ribs open like bucket handles out to the side and up. And as you exhale, the side ribs come back in and down, and the diaphragm comes back up under the ribs. That's a release. Inhale, the diaphragm moves down, the lower ribs flare, the side ribs open, and then the top chest and upper back expand. It's all 360 degrees, front, back, and sides. And as you exhale, all of that releases. See if you can slow down the inhale for 5 seconds and slow down the exhale for 5 to 7 seconds. Counting inside yourself. Let it be effortless. Maintain the lift of the torso, the opening of the upper back and chest. Don't let the head fall. Keep the lift of the crown and the lift of the rib basket. Don't contract the front body. Observe how the rib basket opens to receive the breath, and then it relaxes and the air just comes out. So the engagement creates space as you inhale, and then the release reduces space as you exhale. So we'll chant together Om, and then our opening chant will do call and response, and then Om Shanti together at the end. So take prayer position and press the base of your thumb at the wrist to the base of your sternum, and then lift that bottom to top. Take your fingers up and seal your fingers and thumbs all the way closed. Lift your upper arm bones and roll them back from the shoulder blades on the back, tail forward, sides of the waist back. Press firmly so you can feel the vibration of the chant. Take a big inhale to begin. Om. Sahana Vavatu. Sahanao Bunaktu. Sahaviryam Paravavahai. Tejasvi Navaditam Astuma Vidvishavahai. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath and lift the rib basket, lift the heart, lift the crown. And then as you exhale, softening the front of the throat, release the muscles at the back of the neck and bow the head from the base of your neck at the top of the shoulders, chin in towards the chest, and then release your hands down to your thighs and pause. For a few breaths, bowing your head to your heart. Let the energy from your brain, eyes, and other senses come out of your head and into your heart space. And expand your heart space in the back, sides, and front, up and down. And root down into your seat, into your pelvic floor. And stay grounded in your seat, and with your eyes closed, be spacious in your heart. Curl up the back of your neck so your ears come over your shoulders, and keep your eyes closed as you take your gaze and your eyes to the back of your head. Drop down to the back of your heart and back down into your seat. Stay rooted, expansive, and peaceful. And then let your eyelids gently float open. And then we'll go ahead and change the cross to the awkward cross. So go ahead and extend your legs. You can massage down the legs a few times. Circle in the knees and the ankles is nice also. Okay. And then when you cross, go ahead and cross and then change. Opposite cross. Once again, roll the thighs and broaden the pelvic floor. We'll do a 5-part twist. Take your interlace, turn your palms out. firm your elbows, and inhale, raise your arms up over your head. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Squeeze the triceps and the armpits in, and both thumbs extend forward and both pinkies extend back. So take a look. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then lift the rib basket directly up. Take a breath, and as you exhale, undo your arms. I won't mirror since we're on both sides. So you're going to take your left hand to your right knee, take your right hand behind you, keep your chin in the center of your chest. Be here and breathe. Pull your left knee back to your left hip so that you're not turning your hips too much. Stay in the center of your pelvic floor. Pull your elbows out a little bit so you're broad in your upper back and chest. Lift your chin to level. Draw your chin back a little so your ears are over your shoulders. Now, you don't have to turn and look over your left shoulder. Just keep your head in the center of your chest, Layla. So turn your head to the right a little. There you go. That's the center of the chest. Yeah, good. Now inhale, lift the rib basket directly up off the hips. And then as you exhale, turn your belly button, flesh, and organs around your spine. That's the first part of the twist. So turn the flesh. Yeah. Pull the elbows apart, draw the left knee back to the left hip, and see that you're in the center of your pelvic floor. Pull your elbows apart to release your right shoulder a little bit down. Try not to shorten your left ribs. Lift your left side higher than your right, not your shoulder, but your ribs. Yeah, that's it. And yes, and pull the elbows apart a little to keep the shoulders down. Yes. So like bend your elbows. Yes. And now your left shoulder comes down. See if you can sense that. Okay. So now you're going to inhale, lengthen your rib basket directly up off your waist again. And then as you exhale, you turn the thoracic part of your spine. That's the deepest part of the twist in your spine. Right ribs come into your spine, left ribs move away from your spine. Feel that twist in your spine. Okay. The lower part of the spine doesn't turn, but the flesh turns around the spine quite a bit if you allow it. Pull your elbows apart, left knee to left hip, lift the rib basket directly up. And now as you exhale, pull a little with the left hand on the knee, press a little with the right hand behind you, and turn your shoulders and upper back deeper into this twist. Yes. By lean to your right hip more, to your right hip. Yes. There you go. And a little forward towards me. Yes. So you're in the center of the pelvic floor. Now, remember, you haven't turned the head yet. The chin is still over the chest. Yeah. That's it. Take a breath, lift directly up, and draw the chin back, little ears over the shoulders, chin level. As you exhale, turn your head comfortably. Don't strain. Be here and breathe. Left knee back to left hip. Inhale, lengthen up, be in the center of your pelvic floor. And now as you exhale, turn your eyes and gaze. Look over your right shoulder and deepen the twist everywhere. And then take a breath. And as you exhale, gently release and come back to the center. Bring your fingertips in front of you. Tuck your chin a little and curl your tail a little under. So you have length in your spine. Don't drop your head. Don't drop your head. Yeah. If you drop your head, you round your back, right? So your head is heavy, like a bowling ball, 15, 18 pounds. So don't let it be heavy. But do tuck your chin in towards the notch at your clavicle. Find the base of your skull and take it away from the top of your neck. Any amount, Robin. Any amount. No? Yes. More, 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 more. Yes. Yes. And move your thoracic spine in and toward. Yes. And then walk a little forward. Curl the tailbone under so that your hips roll back a little, even as you lengthen the sides of the body forward. Tuck the chin a little towards the chest. And you may find that, Susan, it would be better for you to sit in like one leg crossed, the other leg extended. But you'll see how you go. Okay. All right. So now you're going to walk over to your right knee, one hand on either side of your right knee. Drop your left sitting bone down and lift your torso up away from your thigh. Be careful you don't crunch your abdomen. Yeah. So use your blocks, maybe, Sharon, one hand on each block. Yeah. And let your right leg go out to the side, Susan. Yes. There you go. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Is that okay for you? Yeah. Okay. And then you can start to walk in the direction of your right leg, dropping your left sitting bone down. And tuck your chin, RT. Tuck your chin, RT. Yes, there you go. And maybe go to flat palms and see if that's better, right? So you can assess. Yeah. Good. That's it. Now walk yourself up about halfway. Draw the waist in. Walking through center, come to your other leg, left knee. Okay. So you lift up off your thigh and turn your waist at your belly button flesh. Yes. And your ribs. And then you're going in the direction of the knee as you go forward over the left leg, rooting the right sitting bone down towards the mat. It'll come up a little. That's okay. Yes, a couple of breaths here. Here, if you think that it would be better for you to have two blocks under your hands, you could always do that, right? And then you draw the waist in and come back halfway up. And then you go back to the center and come down. And when you come down, push your buttocks back, curl your tailbone under, draw your waist back, not by hardening, but by releasing it, and then come down in the center, maybe a little deeper, and let your head drop now. Keep your arms straight and strong. Firm elbows, like down dog. Don't go too far forward with your arms. Press your arms down and lift your elbows up, RT. Elbows up, higher, higher, that much. Stay there. Press your hands down and forward. So be firm in your palms. Yeah. So you can push down into the ground and push your buttocks back even as you fall down more and more. Yeah. Good. And then pull your waist in to come up. Okay. So you can, yes, you can use your hand, but use your waist, which means tailbone forward, draw the waist back and use that to lift you as much as you can. Go ahead and extend your legs. You can again massage down, circle the knees, circle the ankles. You can do some percussion, outer thighs, inner calves and thighs, outer hips, buttocks. Everybody loves this. Little groin action. Do this anytime you want, night or day. Maybe not at night. It's a little stimulating. Okay. So then you go to your cross you prefer. And roll the front thighs in, broaden the back thighs and the pelvic floor, and draw the sacrum in and up. Oh, I forgot to change the interlace. So this time you change the interlace to the opposite cross. Okay. Turn the palms from the elbows, shoulder blades on the back, sides of the waist, back, tailbone forward. Take the support of the bandhas and then take your arms up. Not to force, encourage. Squeeze the elbows in, squeeze the triceps in, turn the palms. Rip the rib basket directly up. Get another millimeter or so of skin in between your ribs and hips. Squeeze your elbows in. And Sharon, draw your ribs back. Lean back more. Lean back, lean back, lean back more. Lean back. Yes, yes. Don't fall. But here, look here, Sharon. I do this too. See my ribs? Pull the ribs back so your ribs stay over your hips. Yes. Then you have to find that lift somewhere else. Arms up and back. Arm back. Yes. Arms back more. Yes. Good. Exhale, release your arms. Take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind. 5-part twist. Keep your chin in line with your chest. Okay. Now draw your right knee back to your right hip so you're square on your pelvis in the middle. Lift your rib basket directly up. See if you can get another millimeter. And then exhale, you turn the flesh around the spine. Turn the belly button around the spine. Draw the right knee back to the right hip. Be in the center of the pelvic floor, not to lean back, forward, side to side. Pull the elbows apart. Inhale, lift the rib basket directly up. Exhale, turn. Now the right ribs move away from the spine towards the front, and the left ribs move into the spine. Robin, lean towards Susan a little and towards the rope wall a little. Yeah, find that you're in the center of the seat. Pull the elbows apart. Inhale, lift the ribs directly up. Try not to push them forward, right? And then as you exhale, pull with the hand on the knee, press with the hand behind you a little bit, and turn your upper back deeper into the twist. Yes. Good. Now, once again, right knee to right hip, center of the pelvic floor, lift directly up the crown and the ribs, right? And then draw the chin back a little, ears over the shoulders, and gently turn the head. Don't crank the head. Pause and breathe. Check the hips and be in the center of the pelvic floor. Pull the elbows apart. Inhale, lift up. And now exhale, take the eyes and go deeper into the twist everywhere as you take the eyes with you. And inhale, exhale, gently release. Come back to the center. Isn't that fun? You can do this daily. Squeeze yourself and release yourself. Yeah, it's really good. Twists are good. Tuck your chin without dropping your head, curl your tail. Sides of the waist float back. Maybe you come to the palms. Yes, palms. You can go to the palms, Faina. Undo your thumbs. Yes. Good. And push down into your palms and squeeze your elbows and triceps in and up. Widen your hands a little bit, RT. Wider. Yeah. Good. Then you walk up about halfway, drawing the waist in. So it's less walking and more waist, right? And then you go to your left knee and lift up a little so that you can get length on both sides of the torso and turn from your waist, right? And then push the right buttocks back down as you're able, and then go over the left knee. Yes, good. Good. Yep. And flatten your palms now if you're able. Yes, so you get a little more pushing down and push back into that right hip and lift your chest a little and waist and turn and see that you're, look at your knee and see you're right over your thigh and knee. And then again, come down. And then you can pull the waist in and walk up halfway, walk through center and go to the other knee. One hand on either side of the right knee, right? Drop the left sitting bone down and lift the sides of the waist up, like come up like you're in Dandasana, up, 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 and then turn. If you're down, it's harder to turn, right? And then you go in the direction of that knee. So now the left ribs have to come around, right ribs into the spine as you come over the right knee. So there's a twist still in the forward bend, right? Don't overshoot your knee with your head, Sharon. Look at your knee. Look at your knee with your head. There you go. Now go in the direction of the knee. Walk your hands, both hands. Yes, there you go. Yes, like that. Good. Now the left ribs can come around a little more towards the front, left shoulder. Look here, this way. So look, so it's like this. Twist. Yes, but not your head. Look how your head does more than your ribs. Yes, now walk your hands more forward. Yes, especially your left arm more forward. Left shoulder is raised up higher. Go more with the left. More, yes. Yes. Now pull the waist in and come up about halfway, come back to the center, and then go down in the center. Yes. Palms flat there, Sharon. Yes. Push the blocks forward. Good. Press the hands down. Pull the waist back any amount. Yes. And release down. Come down. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. Beautiful. See how much lower you can go. See how now you can sit cross-legged. Yes. Good. And then your tailbone forward, sides of the waist back and come up. Go ahead and extend your leg. So what you would do in that instance, Sharon, is have another blanket wrapped around your lower legs, right? So, and this is for everyone. If you're a little bit uncomfortable in your feet, legs, shins, you can have like a support here also, right? And you could have more or less whatever you need, right? So that it shouldn't be a big strain, but you want to encourage your body to let go where it can let go so you can go into those forward bend and twist. This is a great practice. Okay, be mindful. Yeah. So you should see how you go, okay? But you can do it for less time, right? But the thing about forward bends is they take time. They do take time for you to release. So it's not about pulling into something, it's about letting go. Okay. So now we will sit in Vajrasana. So to sit in Vajrasana, you're going to have one blanket under your shins like so. Open like this is good. Because then, it's just, if you need more softness, you could have it the other way, but I find my feet hang off. And so you want, and also if you have stiff ankles, you can roll up the back, right, of the blanket so that your ankles are on there, right? So you could do that if that's an issue for you. Now, take your other blanket like so. Have it to your right. Or if you're lefty, you could have it to your left. Okay. And then you're going to lift it. You're going to lift up and put the blanket, and you can bring your head on the ground so you can really pull it all the way up behind your knees. Draw your outer ankles in so the inner edges of the feet come together. Sit back. Then you can flip up the back edge of that and sit on that so you have more height. Yeah, it's nice. This is something Nat does, my Iyengar teacher. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're sitting on your heels, drawing the outer ankles in, so the inner edges of the feet come towards each other. And then it, Yes, feet should be straight because if your inner edges of the feet come together, that means outer ankles in. Outer ankles flaying out means you're pushing your outer ankles out, overstretching your outer ankles, right? So you're trying not to do that. Okay. And if you need more height, take it. And if, yeah, just take another blanket if you need it. Put it just under your buttock, that purple one. Just keep it folded. Okay, that's good. And then just put it right under your buttocks. Lift your butt and just stick it under there. Yeah. Now, is that enough? And what hurts? You'll see. Here. Okay. So lift that back of the blanket up, lift your buttocks up and fold it again in half. Just fold it in half again and stick it under your buttock. Yeah. And you can do that from, you could do it just flipping it from behind. You don't have to bring it in front to fold it as you get more comfortable. Okay. Now, is that enough? If not, take one or two blocks in between your heels and sit on the block and then put the blankets on the block if you need more height. Yeah. So you're going to take a block and you're going to sit on the block, right? And you can have two blocks if you need to. Okay. So if and if you're working towards compressing your feet and ankles. Okay. But if you can't, then you sit on block, one or two blocks. Yeah. Yeah. There's one, there's two. You can turn it the other way. Is it even better, maybe? You can turn it this way, Sharon. Bring the knees together as you're able.
Yeah, this is good. 2 blocks are good. I just want to make sure my.
Yeah. So I'll do this for you. Come with your knees forward and your feet apart. Bring your knees way forward, way forward, way forward. There you go. Okay. Now, go ahead. Can you bring your knees together more? Yeah. So your feet will come apart. You're going to be in a different shape than we are. Okay. Is that enough? Do you need more height? Good. Okay. All righty. So now, interlace your fingers behind you. Lift your shoulders, roll your shoulders back, squeeze your elbows towards each other. And then when you extend your arms, don't pull down, go straight back towards the wall behind you. Good. Now lift your shoulders even higher and squeeze your shoulder blades together and then pull your arms down towards the ground and then lift up. And see how it pitches you forward a little bit? Lift your chest, draw the inner edge of the shoulder blades down. And then once again, pull your arms down towards the ground. Good. And then you can pitch forward a little to lift your arms up as high as you can behind you. And then try lifting your chest, draw the sides of the waist back, inner edge of the shoulder blades down even as you lift your arms up. Yeah. Yes. Good, Layla. Yes. Good. And then release. Okay. Now, those of you who are sitting on your heels, you're just going to widen your heels a little bit. So your sitting bones come in between your heels. So you're working towards Virasana and you're compressing your legs. Okay. Now you're going to interlace and you just stay where you are. Okay. You're going to interlace and change the interlace behind your back. Change the interlace. Lift your shoulders high towards your ears. Come on, look how high look here. Bend your elbows. Bend your elbow. Yeah, shoulders up. High, high, high. Now take your shoulders back. Shoulders back. Yes, shoulders back. Yeah. So in order to get the shoulders back, they have to go above. They have to go high. Otherwise, they won't go. Now you extend your arms and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your arms high. Yes. Yes. Good. Now just stay there and take the inner edge of the shoulder blades down and try to lift the arms up higher. Yes. And again, inner edge of the shoulder blades down and try to lift the arms higher. Squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. Now pull the arms down and the shoulder blades down and lift the chest. Good. And release. Whew. Okay. So then we sit in Virasana. So you're already in Virasana. You're good. Now, if you need to come out at any time, you can come out, but we're trying not to. Okay. So for Virasana, you are going to take the knees together, feet apart. And again, you can take the head down, dig the flesh straight back with your fingers. And then instead of pulling the calves too much out, go more straight back The outer calf goes out to the side, but not the inner calf. Okay. The soleus is the deep part of the calf, and then the gastrocnemius is the more superficial, closer to the skin, and it has two parts. So you're taking the outer part out, and then you sit on whatever you're going to sit on as much as you need. Okay. Yeah, good. You took in a little extra. That's good. Yeah, because you want to have staying power. Okay. Good. Yes. So you should be able to stick your hands in between your heels and hips. So there's space there. Yeah. Good. And observe how the inner groins are deep here, right? Look here. Put your hands here. This is your inner groin all the way down. That's deep, naturally deep here. Now hook your thumbs into your outer hips and see if you can let that descend as well as your inner groin, right? Let your outer hips descend. Yes. Now you can take one hand to one knee and lift. So you stretch the front of the shin and ankle and the inner knee skin, and then do that on the other side. Because the inner knee skin tends to get pulled here, and you don't want to pull that. And it's not just the skin, of course, it's the tendons underneath, right? So, yeah. Okay. And if you can't sit, okay, what's hurting you? Yeah. So I think you need more height. Yeah. So grab another blanket. Yeah. And instead of rolling the blankets, have that blanket and that blanket fold. Yeah, just like that. Put the other one on top and try that. Yeah. And if it's still not, bring your knees forward, walk more forward. You don't want your thighs on there, just your buttocks. Walk more forward. Yes. Now look here. Really dig this flesh back. So you hollow the backs of your knees. Hollow the backs of your knees. Yes. Good. Yeah. Now take one knee and lift. Use your arm strength to lift it up. Higher. Come on, lift it higher. That's it. Stretch. Take a moment to stretch the front of that ankle and foot and shin. Yeah. You can do it a couple of times. Yeah. How often do we do? Okay. Now, if it's still not good enough, flip this up and sit higher. Yeah. So you have two of those, right? Okay. Good. All right. Ça va? Ça va bien. Very good. So sink your outer hips more than your inner groins as you're able. I'm not going to mirror. Take your right arm forward and up. And lift both sides of your torso. Lift your whole rib basket. Lift your ribs. Lift your arms. Straight elbow. Lift. Grip your tricep. Grip your elbow. Lift. Now, your collarbone has to lift. Lift your collarbone. Yes, it has to. If you don't lift your collarbone, that means you're trying to move from that tiny little bone and you're ripping stuff. So you don't want to rip stuff. You want to move your wings. Your wings. What is your wing? Your collarbone and your shoulder blade. Your collarbone and your shoulder blade. That's the bony aspect of your wing. Lift it up, 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 shoulder blade up, collarbone up, everything up. Yeah. Now find the inner edge of your shoulder blade and just soften it down. Don't pull it down. Good. Now turn your armpit in more towards your face. Turn your forearm more towards the back wall. Turn your palm more towards the back wall. Bend your elbow, pat your back. Now walk your hand to the outer edge of your shoulder blade. Yes. And so your armpit comes in, your tricep comes in. You can turn with your other hand, take it over your head, and then lift your elbow and walk your hand down towards your shoulder blade. Yes. Now you can stay with that arm there, or you can let it go if it's easy enough. Yeah. Good. And breathe. Try not to be a deer in the headlights. So Robin, use your other arm because it's hard for you. Stay there with that other arm, right? Yeah. And Sharon, yeah. Turn your head to neutral. Try to turn your head to the left, which is neutral. Yeah. Good. And Layla, not you. You turn your head a little to the right. There you go. Yes. Good. Yeah. Keep lifting. Come on, Faina. Yes. There you go. Good. Keep lifting and turning in, Susan. Walk your hand to the outer edge. There you go. And get that arm close to your ear. Touching the ear is good. Behind your ear, even. Okay. Good. All right. Now inhale, extend that arm up, and exhale, lower it down. Okay. Do that on the other side. This is tapas. This is austerity. This is creating heat. Tapas means heat. So because it's difficult, yeah. But if you keep doing it, I'm telling you, it'll be good for you. And this is women's bane of existence. It's the upper back, neck, and shoulders, right? So let us do this. Okay. Left arm up. With both sides evenly, but also men. especially men who work on computers. Morgie. Lift the collarbone, lift the shoulder blade, let it all lift. That's your wing. Let the whole left side lift. Yes. Oh, that side's a lot easier, Robin. Now start to turn. Armpit, tricep, elbow, forearm, wrist, hand. And then bend your elbow, pat your back. Yeah, walk your hand to the outer edge of that shoulder blade, taking the armpit and the tricep in. And then you can use your other hand to turn and to lift and to walk down. So you can keep your arm there. Just try to level your head, Sharon, to neutral. Yes, good. Right? So you look here. You're trying to turn and lift. Yes. Turning this way. Yes, that way. Yes. And walk down. Good. And lift. You may be able to let go, you may not. And then keep lifting, Margie. Keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting. Yes. Lift from the tricep. Yes. Good. Okay. And then you release and extend and lower your arm down. Very good. Now your right arm in reverse goalie pose. That's the upper arm of Gomukhasana. That's your back bend arm. That's your handstand arm. That's your forearm balance arm. That's your down dog arm. Okay. Now let this really turn into internal rotation. Yes. Now you're going to slide your hand behind you. Now you can use your left hand to shimmy your right hand up. Try not to torque the wrist. Try to keep the hand and wrist even. Use your left hand to help the right wrist to come up. And then as much as it'll comfortably go, don't force it. Now take your left hand to your right shoulder and feel how it rolls in a little here, right? It's in internal rotation, but you're going to lift it up. You can encourage and then roll it back a little. Find the shoulder blade on the back and try to snuggle that down and in onto the back. And then tuck your elbow, sort of in towards your body and back a little, right? And then you can let go and sit straight. See if you can even out both sides of your ribs and chest. Good. Now extend your left arm forward and up. Now lift and try to stay even so you're not turning one side or the other. Lift both sides of the rib basket and the crown directly up. Lift your arm. Turn your hand towards the wall behind you. Turn your forearm, bend your elbow, and just pat your back. Maybe your fingertips touch, maybe not. It's okay. Stay lifted in the top arm. Good. Couple of breaths here. Lifted and turned in the top arm. And the ribs even and the head level, eyes level, chin back. Yes. Okay. Inhale, you go straight up. Exhale, take your arm out to the side, palm up. Take your right arm out. Turn your palm up. Firm your elbows. Firm your elbows any amount. Shoulder blades down, ribs back. Yes. Good. Release. Left arm. It's internal rotation, goalie pose. You can use your right hand to slide that right arm up. You're trying to bring the hand, you're trying to get the elbow close in. Yeah, and forward. The elbow forward and so not back, forward. Yeah. Shoulder up and back. You can use once you've got your hand in a good position, use your right hand to lift the shoulder up and back. Shoulder blade on the back, try to keep the elbow down. Yes. And the shoulder blade a little bit on the back and forward. And then even out both sides. Don't overdo it. So take your hand more down and more across, Robin. There you go. That's better for you. Okay. And then take the shoulder down and back. Yes. Okay. Now take the right arm forward and up. And straight elbow. Lift the ribs. Turn the forearm and hand. Yes. Good. And then bend. And then just see where you're at. Don't try too hard, but lift the top arm any amount and breathe. And turn the top arm in. Maybe you touch. Maybe not. It's okay. And just remember, I said this on Monday and I'll say it again. This pose has so many benefits for many internal organs, including your liver. So it's not just your shoulders. Okay. Yeah. Interestingly, arm up, out to the side, other arm out to the side. And who couldn't use help with their liver in springtime, especially? Everyone's livers are, it's liver season. It's liver season. It gets it's heating up, everything's heating up. And that's a hot organ, and you're purifying all the excess of winter, because in winter you're eating more fats and proteins and nuts, ideally, because that's what's available in the season, and better to work with the seasons than against the seasons. So in spring you're purifying that, because if you're eating what's in season, you can't eat salad every day in winter. It's not healthy. Because it's not part of what's available in our local area, right? So not really. You can't grow lettuce in winter. You can buy it, but that's not eating with the seasons, right? So this is like eating with the seasons. Yeah. Yeah, I know. More and more, if you eat with the seasons, you'll be working with nature instead of against nature, trying to digest cold food in the middle of winter. So anyway, so let us try again. Right arm up, left arm behind. You can use whichever arm you want to help. Yeah. Left arm behind. Yeah. Take a breath, smile. You're on candid camera. Smile to your liver, your gallbladder. Change. Oh, somebody got tired of Virasana. The other people didn't even remember they were sitting in Virasana. Change one more time, both sides. Remember, you can use one arm to help the other arm if needed. If not needed, then you don't need to. But see, how's it going? Is it a little better? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because the first time the body's like, this is an emergency. The second time is like, I don't know what you're trying to tell me. And the third time it's like, oh, I see. Okay, now you come up onto your hands and knees. Take a breath, pull your waist in. Now, cross one leg over whatever you're sitting on, cross the other leg over that ankle. So your legs are crossed. Move your feet a little forward. Now you're going to sit back on your support, widen your knees and bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart in Baddha Konasana. That's your counter pose. And you'll see how refreshing that is for your leg. So that's the exact opposite of what we just did. What were we doing before? With our legs? Internal rotation. Now we're doing external rotation. Does it feel refreshing? Yes. Yes. Find your block. Put your block in between your feet, skinny edge. Let the soles of the feet come apart until your knees hit the floor. So that means external rotate your feet and ankles as well. So don't try to bring the inner edge of the feet to the block. Yes, let the feet open. Yeah. Bring your hands behind you for support. Sit up nice and straight. Breathe. I think you should sit higher, Sharon. Yeah. And probably Faina too. Yeah. Yes, Layla. Good. So you can actively extend from your inner groins to your inner knees. Allow that to lengthen. Wrap around your outer knees, find your outer knees, and draw that into your outer hips. But even as you draw the outer thighs into the outer hips, keep the buttocks broad. And also, Susan, roll the inner groins back. Be more on the forward edge of your sitting bones. Yeah, draw the sacrum in and up. Yes, Robin. Good. And then maybe you can feel the head of the femur bone in the hip socket. Let it turn out into external rotation. Actively turn it out. Yep, good. And then soften. Don't overdo those actions, right? Now you're going to take the block and lay it on its flat, wide edge. Good. Externally rotate. Oh, extend and retract. Open the feet. Try to let the soles of the feet open. Yes, yes, yes. Good. So here we are, flat block, if you can, Artie. Yep. Oh, yeah. You haven't been here in a while. Okay, and then the next one. That one. The width of the block. Ooh, don't try too hard. And it'll scoot a little forward, that's fine. Well, everyone's going to feel it differently, but mostly it's the inner thighs, right? Your inner thighs and groins. Yeah, because you're widening your pelvic floor here. Can you feel that? Yes. You're giving birth to a baby block. You do. You do. Yeah. Good. Okay. And then like that, give birth to your block and bring your feet together and sit up and see how easy it is now, right? Yeah. And allow go ahead and hold your feet for a moment and see if you can turn. So your heels come apart. Look at the heels. Heels come apart and you turn the soles of the feet up. Yeah. So that's external rotation. So when you bend your knee, your lower leg can turn a little bit, not as much as the forearm, but it's only when you bend your knee. Okay. So go ahead and let that turn into external rotation as well. Right. And extend the inner leg, retract the outer leg, broaden the buttocks, turn at the heads of the femurs and draw the sacrum in and up. Okay. And Susan, you can be in Dandasana if you like. Yeah. We'll go there next. Or you could have one leg turned out and one leg straight in Vishta. That's the other option. Yeah. If that works for you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then go ahead and extend your legs and be in Dandasana. Okay. Very good. Now we're going to do Supta Padangusthasana with the foot at the wall. So you are going to use a belt and at least 2 blankets. In fact, it's kind of nice to have the soft blanket under you. So I'm going to recommend that you, although no, maybe not for wedging. Yeah, never mind. So you're going to take the skinny edge of the mat to the wall. Now, maybe one more person can come on this wall so that we have a little more space. And Margie, you might want to come a little this way. Yeah, away from the wall. And Robin, you'll see, because you're going to take your leg out to the side, maybe across, maybe not. Okay. Oh, I forgot one thing. Okay, you're right. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. So it's that she might be okay there. Okay, so this is good. Yeah. Maybe come a little this way, Layla. Yeah. So you don't hit the gong. Okay. So you can have a blanket for your head and then have a blanket for your hips. So you can take one blanket. If you prefer the folded method, that's fine. You can roll it like this. Okay. And if you don't need a head blanket, you don't need it. It's just there if you need it. And you're going to have the rolled up blanket on your right. You're going to have a belt to your right or left if you're lefty. It's just so you can easily access it, and a head blanket if needed. So when you wedge in, so you want to get the skinny edge of the mat all the way to the wall, Sharon. And then you want to have the hooks one on either side of your mat, Faina, so that you can center yourself between the 2 hooks and everything. So then I'll show you what we're going to do. So watch here. Okay. So you're going to take your feet to the wall and then hold the mat, pull it down. You can lift your head up a little bit. Try not to lift your shoulders up. You can let your t-shirt choke you a little bit. So it's pulling my pants down. It's pulling the buttocks flesh down. It's pulling my shoulder blades down the back also. And now I'm wedged in, flat buttocks. I can really feel the flesh of my buttocks on the. So this is so good. This is Supta Tadasana. From here, you'll bend the right knee. So we're going to be here for about a minute. We'll do it on each side. We'll alternate sides. Then the next thing you'll do is again do this. And each time you might want to wedge in. You're going to roll that outer hip down, right? And then take the belt, right? And the first thing we'll do is on the heel. So you push the heel up, you press this right hip down, this left leg will hike up a little bit here. So your hips stay square, right? And your elbows are down. So then we'll repeat that on both sides. Then you're going to take the belt on the ball of the foot, lift up a little, get closer to the head side. Then you'll take this blanket under your hip, roll this hip down, let this hip hike up so that both hips are square. You want this foot a little higher than the hip if possible. When you take it out, your elbows on the ground. So we're going to do that one. It's possible that we'll also do a twist. We'll see how we go. Okay. So lie down, wedge in, take your right knee to chest. Be there and breathe happily for the rest of your life. Now, when you take the knee to chest, you want to let it fall in, and you want to, don't pull it in, don't pull it, but let the top of the buttocks move. Go ahead and hold the leg. Let the top of the buttocks move down away from the lower back, right? So you're releasing your back. It's like flatten. Don't engage the hip flexor once you're holding the leg, right? And see how much you can gain by just deflating your abdomen. And then you can compress. Okay. And then you roll the outer right hip down, and you can separate your feet a little bit, is generally better, about hip width distance. Yeah, hold your knee with your two hands later. Yeah. Relax your foot. Yeah. So you want to make sure the hips are square. So you kind of roll the outer right hip down and allow the left leg to hike up a little bit so that your hips are square, and move your left foot a little out to the side. So you're about hip width. Yeah. Okay. And that's it. And then you deflate. Deflate your leg, deflate your abdomen. Let it be soft and easy. No. Oops, sorry. Back of the neck long. Good. You're a little askew. Your torso is over to the right. You move your hips. There you go. That's a little better. That's better. And relax your right foot now. Yeah. So don't put the belt on just now. It's just knee bent. That's it. Just this one. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's okay. We welcome that. Now let's take a little less here. Okay. So now hold your leg with two hands interlaced, firmly hold, and relax your hip flexor here. So you have to engage your hip flexor to raise the leg up. Does everyone know where the hip flexor is? Crease of the groin, front of the crease of the groin, outer hip, inner groin. Once you're holding, you have to find a way to release that. And it may take the rest of your life, okay? Because it takes a lot of practice to find it and then release it. Keep this down, yeah. Now you roll your hips back, take an inhale, belly out. And then as you exhale, don't pull your knee in, but sink your waist down, let your hips roll back towards flatten, and let the top of the hip go towards the bottom. Let the sitting bone travel up the back of the thigh, towards the back of the knee. Now, if it hurts to compress your knee, you can hold back here, okay? You compress, right? You compress, and this leg stays down. This hip does not hike up. Yes, okay? Good, re-wedge, change legs. So that's wind relieving pose, Pavanamuktasana. Do you recognize it? We do it in our 5 basic poses, that floor poses that we do, right? A slightly different way. We add a crunch. And I want you to think about arch and flatten. So, right? So roll your hips back and really release everything that's gripping in the back body so that can happen, right? And then deflate and hollow. Relax your foot there, the left foot. Yep. Good. Outer left hip down. Yeah. Yeah. That much. So be really mindful about that and let this hike up a little. Let this draw up as this comes down. Don't stop that from happening. Let this foot lighten up a little so this can draw up. Yes, the outer leg has, so the hips can square. So find evenness and balance, right? And don't overdo engagement. You can't overdo release. Well, maybe you could. So inhale, exhale, and sink your waist, flatten. So when the breath is more, yes. See how now you've released? So now it just falls. Yeah. Good. Yep. Good. Yep. Good. Deflate, tuck your chin towards your chest so you're neutral. Yeah. Good. Okay, good. Change, re-wedge. Now, when you take the right knee to chest, go ahead and take the right knee to chest. Now you're going to take the belt around the heel and extend the leg into Supta 1. That's what we just did was Pavanamuktasana. It's good to do in between. And it doesn't have to be long, right? But it should be mindful. Pavanamuktasana. So you deflate. It can be hard to get it on the tip of the heel, so I'll come around and help you. right? And then once again, and it's always good to bend the knee first, right? And then after also. Yep. Push out and firm the knee and press the outer right hip and thigh away from you and let the outer left leg, yes. So you find evenness in your hips and then pull down with the rope. So you pull your leg into your socket. Good, and let your left elbow come down, both elbows down, yeah. And then roll this way and press that way, yes. Even as you push the belt up into the heel up into the belt, yeah, good. Perpendicular, back off a little. Elbows on the mat, elbows all the way down. Yes, firm waist, it's abdominal work. So you sink the waist down, sides of the waist. That's the outer hip and thigh away, even as you pull the leg up just to perpendicular and keep this leg active too, as if you're standing. Imagine you were going to do this standing. Good, Marty. Okay. So feel that you're in the middle, so that you're, perpendicular, right? And you press the root of the right thigh away in the outer hip. Good. Change leg. But before you change, bend your knee, soften your leg, deflate your leg, take a breath, re-wedge, and then change legs. And do the left knee to chest before you put the belt around, right? So you do a little Pavanamuktasana before and after. And not to tip. Try to stay in the middle.
My leg?
Yeah. And your shoulders turn, ribs turn, chest turns. That's too much with the head. Yeah, that's good. Now you're neutral.
Right.
Is this the one that?
Yeah.
Move your right foot a little out to the side, Faina. Just the right foot a little. Good. And then this hip hikes up, I think, quite a bit more than the other. Move your head to the left a little. Just no, the other way. Okay. Yeah. Now this has to come this way instead of that. Yeah.
Just my side.
Yeah. So that's the work. That's the primary activity. And as you do this, stop pushing here. Don't push so much. Pull it up. Pull this leg. Yes. See how they work together? Yes. When you pull this up, this can go down. If you're pushing too much, that's probably the leg you're always standing on or something. Yeah. So get to perpendicular. Yeah. So when you come down, I want you to move over a little because your foot's on the hook. Your whole mat should be in between the two hooks, right? So you're not on a hook. Yeah. Let's come down and get you organized. Come down and move your mat over it. Yeah. And then it becomes less and less of an issue and more peaceful, ideally. Don't make it more and more of an issue. Because eventually you want to do this when we do our yoga sangraha poses. You want to do this without a belt, effortlessly in the middle of the room, right? Good. Now bend the knee and release and hug the knee to chest. Yeah. Yeah, you can move over one. That's fine. I think you'll have enough room. And if not, the vent isn't that big of a deal, I think, but okay. There's nothing coming out of the vent. Okay, there you go. So now you'll have your feet here. Okay, so then re-wedge, change legs. This time you hug the right knee to chest first, right? Pavanamuktasana. Then you're going to take the belt around the ball of the foot rather than the heel and go straight to perpendicular. And release the death grip with your hands as much as possible and use more your waist and your leg and less of your hands and your arms and your jaw and your eyes and your face, right? Yeah. So now you want to put the belt, when you put the belt on the ball of the foot, it's just at the bottom of the ball of the foot. And then you push the foot rather than flexing now, relax the foot, push the foot a little bit into the belt. So the tension is created by the foot pushing, not relax your, yes. It should be very light on the hands and much stronger on the foot. Push the foot into the belt more. in this part. Yes, yes, like that. So now you're extending the inner leg to the inner foot. Yes. Then pushing the foot high up so your leg comes a little bit out of socket, maybe a millimeter. Then you take the leg closer to the head side. Okay. Then you're going to reach both sides of the belt into your right hand. You take your rolled up blanket under your hip, and then you reach up as high as you can. Remember, don't do the death grip. So don't wrap the belt. Reach up as high as you can towards the foot. Yeah. Left arm out to the side. Yes. And then you're going to go across. And you go a little high. Now you can move your left leg a little bit more out to the side than you normally would. Go 6 inches out. Yeah. So you open the pelvic floor. Take both inner legs to the inner knees to the inner feet. Extend through the inner feet. And then bend the elbow and rest the elbow on the ground. Slide your hand down. Yeah. And you go a little higher than your hip and out. Yes. Okay, Faina? You feel like you're on the rack? Okay. So now you need your hip blanket here. For a little support. I think once you're there, I think up is nicer, right? Firm knees. Push the ball of the foot more like a barbell heel. So don't pull your toes back, but push your foot there like that. A little bit of a point. Little bit, not too much. Find an even happy medium. Move this leg a little out. Yeah, then you can widen the pelvic floor. Both inner thighs down to the inner feet. Turn the ribs and waist a little to the left so you're just in the center. Keep your head centered. Yes, and breathe. Good. Yep. Good. And if you like, you can move the left leg more out, like 6 inches. Go, go, go. All the way on the outer edge of that hook. Yeah, keep going. And no, this is because you're going wider than, so that you can widen. No, it's yeah, no, the widen and feel that opening. Yeah, freedom of opening there. Yeah, that's it. Good. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Your shoulders could pull that way a little. Move your whole upper body that way. That's head back a little. There. That's straight. Not torso. Okay. Good. Then inhale, come up, bend the knee to chest, take a breath. Remember, don't once you come up, try to disengage the hip flexor and let the hips roll back. So you get length in your lower back. Don't shorten your lower back. And then you change legs. Move the blanket you're going to use over to the other side for the hip. Okay. And then hug your knee to chest. Observe the hip is not hiked up. Put the belt on the all of the foot. Extend the leg straight up. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Good. And then don't put the thing in yet. Okay. First, you can hold with both hands and you can hold up high towards the foot. Both hands, one hand on each side of the belt, hold high towards the foot. Now push the ball of the foot up into the belt. Press the outer left hip and thigh away from you. Lift the leg up and like a millimeter out of the hip socket and take it closer to the head side this time. Then you hold both sides of the belt in the right hand. Then you take your left hand, sorry. Then you take the blanket under and you hold up as high as you can. You're going to adjust. Don't take the death grip with your knuckles, okay? You're going to adjust where your hand is. Take your right arm out to the side. Go slow. Keep the knee straight. Extend from the inner groin to the inner foot. Take this other leg out 6 inches and widen both inner thighs. Widen the pelvic floor. And then you go. Then when you meet your maximum, bend your elbow. Keep your shoulders this way a little. Head back that way a little. Okay. Actually, shoulders more. Yes. Right arm and shoulder down a little. Yes. Turn your head. Yes. There you go. Okay. This leg's a little more out to the side. Yeah. Okay. Bring the right arm down. Good. Yeah. And turn your palm up. Yeah. And then let go of the death grip for a moment. Yeah. Okay. And push here more. Push this foot. Push the foot forward. Yeah. Push it. Yeah. Extend it. Extend. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Take this leg a little out. More than normal. You get the opening in the pelvic floor. Yes. This down. Yeah. This can just relax. This does not have a job really. But this has to turn. This has to turn. This has to turn. Not this. Not this. Not this. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. Push into the belt pull and lift your leg up. Good. Bend your knee to chest. Good. And let that go. Couple of breaths. Yeah, you can bring your left leg back in. Good. Okay. Yes, Susan. You just deflated. Yeah. Good. Okay. Now you're going to release, roll over and come up. Now we do our hand and wrist work. No, we didn't. We did shoulder work. Okay. So it's this. I did this just for you. Uh-huh. So watch here. Your wrist crease points straight up. Your palm is spread. You're on the outer edge of your thumb, inner edge of the fingers. All the knuckles press into the wall. Now you roll the shoulder back, shoulder blade down, elbow up. And you want to have your wrist in line with your shoulder. And then, if you like, you can turn a little bit away from that. But don't worry about that just yet. It's just this action. Okay? Right hand on the wall. Turn around, Artie, so we're on the same. Go ahead and when you're ready. Yeah, straighten your elbow. Good. So it can be really hard to find, especially this first one. So bend the elbow to start and then have the wrist in line with the shoulder. Now see if you can find that shoulder down. Yeah. And then keeping the shoulder down and the waist back and the buttocks forward. Yes. Now straighten your elbow. Turn your upper arm into external rotation, shoulder down, elbow up. I know, it's so hard to find. And then roll to the index finger, inner edge of your fingers, outer edge of your thumb, and straight elbow and push and spread. Yes. Good. And this just can relax, no job. Maybe a little back. Okay. Go down. Like that. Look at your hand, spread. Strong hands, elbow up. Yes, shoulder down. Yes. I know. Okay. Change. That's arm and hand and shoulder and elbow and neck and brain therapy. Yeah, it's good for you. Can be hard to find. And of course, the body gets all distorted. Don't lift the shoulder. Externally rotate the upper arm so the shoulder blade comes down the back, the tricep rolls up, the inner point of the elbow rolls up. Oopsie. Push into the hand. I think my AirPods just died, maybe. I heard a sound that it went boop, boop, boop. So, palm flat. Now straighten the elbow. Okay. Push. Yes. Shoulder down. Good. Yeah. Let's go a little higher. That much. Now turn away. Yes. Not from here. Not from here. From here. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay. Ooh, it's down. Okay. Oh, that's so tight. Oh my God, you need a massage, woman. Okay. Now you're going to go to the wall And you can have your mat just where it is. You can do it on your mat or just on the ground. So your thumb tip at the wall and the inside of your index finger. And spread your other fingers. When you come to down dog, firm elbows. So roll your triceps in. Lift your elbows up, broaden your shoulders. Okay, so you're pushing that wall forward and down to your feet. Okay. Robin, get closer with your feet. Closer, closer. Yeah, that's good. Now take your chest towards your thighs. Squeeze your elbows in. Lift your buttocks up. Heels can go up. Yeah, good. Go wider. Your hands are a little narrow. Yeah, there you go. Good. Triceps in like this. Elbows up. And then move your buttocks. Yeah. Good. In and up, away from the ground. Yes. And then ribs, front ribs towards the back ribs up here. Yes. So don't sink there. Yes. Okay, good. Come down, come up, walk in. And then we have the next one. So the next one is, so again, try to get your wrist in line with your shoulder. Start with your elbow bent, turn your hand back. Now, when you turn your hand back, it's going to help you externally rotate the shoulder, right? Ideally. Elbow up, and then you can turn away. Okay, if you get there. Not the cricklies. Take it on the back and down. There. And shoulder blade down and shoulder down. Try to bring this down. Yes. Good. Yeah, I know. So you have to find it with, so you don't want to lift from your shoulder. You want your shoulder down and you want to lift from this part. Yeah. Now it looks like you have to go more forward. It depends on the angle I'm looking. Yes, there you go. Yes, you found it. And then push into the wall and open the hand and strengthen the fingers. Yes. Yes. Good. Oh, we got a little pop. That's good. This has to come here. Walk a little away. I think you're too close. And this down. Yeah. This up and this push. Strong hands. Yeah. And then stay neutral here. Ribs down and back. Yes. There you go. That's better. Okay. Good. Okay. Other hand. Other arm. You asked for it, Robin. We all blame you. Funny how it was easier on Monday. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because we've done it once. First time is beginner's luck. Maybe because of the weather. Who knows? Too much sugar. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Definitely. Hold her down. Yes. Good. Don't touch you. Is that what you said? Nope. Okay. Stand in Tadasana. Yeah. Okay, good. So then the next thing is down dog with the heels up the wall, like about an inch or two. So you have your normal hand position. Spread your palms well, inner edge of the fingers, outer edge of the thumbs. Lift, suck the palms up through the arm bones into the shoulder sockets. Firm the triceps in, elbows in and up, hips up, firm the kneecaps. Okay. Dog. Think of your arms. Think of your elbows. Yes. Yes. So think of from your shoulder blades, press down into your hands and forward into your fingers. Firm your elbows and triceps in and up. Keep your shoulder blades firm on your back. Release your head and draw your ribs up towards your waist and lift your outer hips and thighs up. Lift your knees. Yeah. Use more legs, but do squeeze the elbows in and up and release the head. Don't draw the head in. Drop the head down. Yes. Buttocks up. Shoulder blades on the back. Yes. Good. Archie, your hands are too narrow. Yeah. Layla, turn your hands more in. More in. There. Good. Yeah. And then don't overextend your thumbs, but spread your other fingers and roll to the inner edge. Yes. From this end. Yes. Drop your head. Pull your ribs in and up. Lift your buttocks up any amount and back. Yes. Get more in your legs, less in your arms. Okay. Good. Yes. Firm legs. Good. Good. Come down. Rest. And we have one more. So it's this. Yeah. Have fun. Fingers all the way down. Yes. It's a complete external rotation. So it should help your shoulder turn all the way into external rotation. That is the idea. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You do your best. Give Robin the rest. And now turn to your head to your left. Yes. You can even turn your chest. Uh-huh. And then you push here. Okay. All right. Like that. Yes. Just lean into it a little. Yes. Yes. Good. Shoulder down. Good. Bring your hand a little more down, Layla. Down more. Yeah. And shoulder down. Any amount down. Yes. Yes. Better. Shoulder blade down. Shoulder down. Yes. Good. Okay. Other arm. Beautiful. Good. Raina. Really good. All the way. Yep. Bring your hand a little more down now, Faina. There. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Who knew it was even possible? Yeah. Let's go a little down. Try that. And then shoulder down. Yes. Shoulder down. Yes. You can take that up higher. And then you do hyperextend like me right here. So just push there instead of lifting the elbow too much. Yeah, shoulder down. And then turn and look this way. Yes. And bring the ribs back off. Yes. 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 Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Push your hips to the left, Robin. The other way, to the right. Yeah. Yes. And then for you, let's come a little lower and back and down here. Can you shoulder down? More down. Yes. And then, yes. So now from the shoulder. All right. Now, so that's the work. Yeah. Okay. Good. And then and release. So the next thing you're going to do is, and you can do it on the floor, you can do it on your mat. You're in down dog, and then you're going to take one leg up into wall split. So you try to keep your toe curled under, keep your hip square, right? Firm your leg. So you do this on both sides. You can rest. And then we're going to do either from here, you can come up, right, into L-shaped handstand if you'll want to try that. Or you can, after you rest, you can bring your hands a little closer even, and then you can come in from bent knee and then straight leg, and maybe take a leg up. And I'll help you with that if you want to try it. Okay. So first is just the wall split. Okay. So get a little closer, maybe than you think you should, but not too close. So you want to be able to first get to just go to down dog with your heels up the wall and lift your buttocks up high, straight elbows. Try turning your hands out if that's helpful. Yeah. Yeah. And then you take one leg up, curl the toe under, and straighten the leg. Good. Stay there and breathe. Robin, go a little wider front to back. Yeah. Yes. There you go. Straight elbows. Yes. Lift your hip, lift your left hip. So when you have the right leg up, the left hip sinks. So you have to lift the outer knee to the outer hip on the left side. Yeah. And lift. Yeah. Good. And then if it's easy for you, you can change legs. You get closer to the wall, right? You get closer, more like a split. Yes. Good, Margie. Beautiful. Yep. Straight elbows, squeeze the elbows in and up. Yes, especially the right one. Yes, yes. And lift the elbows and forearms up away from the ground too. Okay, good. Come down. Yes, good. Beautiful. Look at, I know, Sharon. Drop your head, Sharon. Just drop your head. That's the only thing. Good. She's got a good split there. Okay, come down and rest. Good. Okay. Then the last thing you'll do before we rest, right, is that L-shaped handstand, should you choose to accept it. Okay. And I will come help you if you like. Yes, that's good, Robin. Excellent. So you can use a wrist board if needed, right? So when you come up, right, you can come up from wall split, you can come up from the two legs bent, and then you're going to try taking one leg up. And I'll help you. If you have never done it, don't try taking one leg up. Yes, Sharon. Good. That's it. Stay there. I got you. Good. No, no, I'm going to help you.
Okay. Am I close?
Yes, you're close enough. Good. Yes. Now, walk your other leg up. Good. Now straighten both your legs. Good. Are both knees straight? Yes. Excellent. Now, where my feet are, you push away from me towards the wall. That way. Yes. I'm still here. Now, you want to try one leg up? Very good. Good. Try the other leg. It's fear. Yeah. And then take it down. Good. Now bend your knees, take your buttock to your heels. Bend your knees, take your buttocks all the way to the rope wall. Take your buttocks all the way. Yeah, now step down, pull your waist in. Yeah, good. You did it. Excellent. Yes. Okay. Are you going up, Susan? No. Okay, good. Artie, yes. Good. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Stay there. I'll come. So next time you can be a little closer to the wall. You can have your legs a little down, just a little down. Yeah. Now pull your ribs back towards me, any amount. Can you find your ribs? Yes. And then push your shoulder blades away from me, any amount towards the wall, towards the wall. Push towards the wall with your shoulders. Yes. Now take one leg up. Stop there. Straighten, flex the foot, roll the thigh in. Yes. Change legs. Other leg. Straight up. Yes. Yes. Now take that foot down. Now bend your knees, take your butt towards the wall, yeah, like down dog, and then come down. So what we do is we get stuck with the shoulders over the wrist. You have to take the shoulders to the wall too, like down dog, right? And so then you have most of your weight there. Then you step down. Otherwise you'll fall, right? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good, Robin. Straight elbows. Yeah. So that's a different thing. Yeah. Good. Now you can either rest in a supported bridge or legs up the wall, and you can have your hips on a bolster or flat. Okay. And if you want supported bridge, it would be a straight bridge, either with two blocks or even a bolster is nicer. A bolster and a block under your feet, or another bolster under your feet. A straight legged bridge. Or if you like that, you do that, or you do legs up the wall. They're your choice. And if you're not sure, I'll help you. Let me know. And if you're doing supported bridge, you want to have nothing under you unless you place your bolster just so, you know, if you know how to place everything, that's fine. How's that feel? Um, Yeah. Well, you first of all, you need to come off, and this has to get closer. Okay, try that. Push back so your shoulder blades come off the.
Right.
Yes. And turn your palms. Yeah. So your shoulder, you have to. This has to land there. Yes. Head up.
Okay.
Good.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, and now you can take off your glasses. Yeah, this is supported bridge. You can use blocks. You can use a bolster like Susan. You can use blankets. Eye pillow is in this little bag here. Oh, it's here. Yeah. There you go. Welcome. Yeah, and you'll see if the block feels good, keep it there. If you want it more towards your tailbone, you can move it down, Marty, towards your tailbone. If you want, you can see how it feels. Maybe a teeny bit down towards the tailbone. And if that doesn't feel good, you adjust. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, do you want another block for your feet? You good? Okay. Let's do this. Let's take this. Head up.
I don't know anything.
Hmm?
I don't know anything.
Need it? Yeah, I don't think you need it. Yeah. Good. Yeah. And you can just let your arms rest anyway. Yeah. Have you move your right arm a little lower towards the bottom. Yeah, so the shoulder comes down. And have you lift your head up and down. How's that? Good. Okay. You get tired of it, you can just drop it. Down on your stomach. You bend your knees and push it off. Maybe a little less. Lift it, head up, down.
Hmm.
Okay. And then lift the chin. Yeah, don't push it down. And just let it be more neutral. Mhm. Take a little deeper breath and begin to awaken your body. So those of you in the supported bridge, you can just bend your knees one by one and pause. And when you're ready, lift your hips and push your support forward and rest your hips on the ground or on the edge of the support and let your knees fall to your chest. And those in legs up, you just bend your knees, rest in the squat for a moment. When you're ready, you roll over to your side, and everyone can rest on their side when they're ready. And then when you're ready, you make your way up into sitting. And we'll do our closing chant all together, which is Om, and then Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings in all the realms be happy, healthy, and free from suffering. And then Shanti, which means peace. So take your seat, and then if you like, you can take the mudra and press firmly into your heart space and feel the vibration of the chant there. Take a big breath in and out in preparation. And then inhale deeply to chant together. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Once again, as you inhale, lift your heart, open your chest, and as you exhale, bow your head to your heart from the base of your neck. Release your hands down to your thighs. Pause here, softening the front of the throat. Release the back of the neck and the base of the skull. And keeping the lift of the heart, surrender the head once again to the heart. Stay rooted in the seat and open in the heart space as you curl up the back of your neck, leveling your ears over your shoulders, and keep your eyes closed as you raise your gaze. Draw the eyes to the back of the head and drop down into the back of the heart and the back of the seat, and stay grounded, spacious, and peaceful. And then allow your eyelids to gently float open. Namaste. Thank you. Enjoy the day, my friends. Monday is still March 31st. So I might continue this vein just a teeny weeny bit. Okay. One more week of wrists, shoulders, arms, quasi